Hello again, and welcome to the 10th edition of my video rant. I just want to start off by mentioning that this is the first time I've worn this particular jersey in about a little over 8 years, because I had previously retired it, as it was the jersey that I wore for the only sports championship that I ever won in my athletic career. Okay, enough about my unspectacular, undistinguished athletic career. I think it's time to get to some comments, because got a few to address. Start off with Phi-Sci-206 coming back this week saying, Dewey, you say that Norris trophies were big for your all-time team, then how in the hell is Nicholas Lidstrom not up there? Well, you present a pretty good argument, but I'll tell you why I'm still not going to put him up there just yet. Still don't rank him above Raymond Bourque or Bobby Orr, because Bobby Orr, he just set a lot of records that Lidstrom or any defenseman never touched. Like he had 600-point seasons and was once plus 124 in a season. Lidstrom was plus 40, which is amazing nowadays, but that's 1/3 of plus 124 less. So he's just not going to touch that, and he's probably going to win his 6th Norris Trophy, which would actually put him ahead of Bourque, but Bourque still has a longevity factor ahead of Lidstrom. Bourque played 22 seasons. That's right, 22. Lidstrom's getting up there. He's played 16. So, tell you what, Phi-Sci-206, get back to me in about 3 years, or 4 years, when Lidstrom hits season 20. Then maybe I'll put him ahead of Bourque. We'll see. Let's move on. Let's see. Next guy. I'm a masturbator. Oh, ha 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 ha. Very funny name. Please list your favorite hockey players' wives and what you would do sexually with each of them. Also add your favorite sexual position, sexual term, and describe your favorite sexual fantasy. Thank you, sir. Alrighty. Well, my favorite hockey wives, definitely Gina Lee Nolan, wife of Cale Hulse, who doesn't even play anymore. Just any hockey player gets hot wives, it seems. Veronika Varakova, she was a former cover girl for SI Swimsuit Issue. Peter Nedved's wife. Good job, Peter. And, of course, Janet Jones. You have to mention her, Wayne Gretzky's wife. She's hot, too. Mario Lemieux and Joe Sakic, also very hot wives. They just aren't as famous as the other wives that I just mentioned. So, but they're still pretty good looking. And to stay local, my favorite Flyers wives of all time are Mrs. Eric Desjardins. I saw her the last time I trick-or-treated about a little over 7 years ago. Wow. Good job, Eric. And Mrs. Mike Knuble. Every time they do a commercial with Flyers wives, she's on it. And, of course, because she's hot. Now, what I would do with them, I don't think that's different than what any heterosexual guy would do with them. So I think you can figure that one out for yourself. Now, the second part of your question. Favorite sexual position? Cowgirl's good, I guess. Favorite sexual term? Donkey punch. Trying to keep this PG here, so look it up yourself if you don't know what it means. And sexual fantasy. Well, I can't really keep this PG. I'm going to talk about that. All right, I guess it's slightly R. Slightly R. Do it on the beach for sure. I'm a beach guy. I feel like that'd be hot. Yeah. But speaking of sex, we got this guy who goes by Do Not Do Dewey, who writes, "Why didn't my rant go up? I said, hey, aren't you still a virgin? In your last rant, you talked about your flawless night at the Roxbury pickup lines that lead to sex every time, but you've never had sex. I think we should start a new website where we find a girl that's just as socially awkward as you to F you on air. This would be a much better way to waste your time than doing this horrible website. You lick balls." Oh, well, thanks, buddy. The cat's out of the bag there. But let me explain a couple things to you. First off, the Roxbury lines, the fact that I said I use them, it's a joke. Don't you have any sense of humor? You really think I would be able to have score some girls by going up to them and starting humping them? I get slapped in the face. Please. Get a sense of humor, dude. And my website is horrible. Is yours better? You can come up with a better one that you made yourself, whoever you are. Bring it on. Otherwise, you can't diss my website if you don't have one. Finally, you want to set me up to have sex? especially on the internet, go for it. Just let me know how that goes. Next up, we have Dean, who says, Dewey, I have known you since before you were born, and you have turned out exactly as I expected. I love you, and I am obese. Dean. Thanks, Dean. This must be from Dean Fair, who has been a friend of my mom's since high school, and then my dad soon after. So he really did know me before I was born. Thanks, Dean. Good point. Next up, Fat Old Rat Bastard Foreman said, my kid is kicking your ass. I'm laughing at you. Ditto, Dean. Love, Foreman. All right, this must be my dad's lawyer friend, Steve Foreman. You do have a point. Your kid did kick my ass, by that which he means in the March Madness tournament. Because if you didn't read my non-hockey topic yesterday, then you know he won second place, $200. I won absolutely nothing. So, yeah, he got me. But a couple things, Mr. Foreman. First, your kid must be taking that Memphis loss pretty hard because that cost him $320. And I believe I looked back in the bracket and he crossed off Kansas and put Memphis. Oh, what a terrible mistake. I learned way back in middle school in language arts that you're not supposed to cross off your first answer because usually it's going to be right. Oh, that's a shame. And second, the Phillies spoiled the Mets' final opener at Shea. Ninth win in a row against them. We own you! Moving on. 2-time wiffle ball champ says, Foreman, you don't even have 90 points. You can't pick your nose. Shockey sucks Manning cock. Yeah, definitely not PG rated here. I think I meant PG-13 or R. Okay, this must, 2-time wiffle ball champ. This must be my dad's, another one of his friends, Jeff Klinger. What is this? Is this a forum for my dad's friends that diss each other now? Please go right ahead. It's entertaining. Next up, we got another one from Fireside206 who says, in caps with exclamation marks, Ovechkin for MVP! For once, I finally agree with you. Read my opinions on Thursday to see more about why I think Ovechkin is MVP. Next up, Tucker Max writes, I think you could benefit from a date application, hookup application page on this site. Also, do you have to look over your shoulder when masturbating to old EHS hockey film? Thanks for your response. Wow. All right. A hookup page. Yes, that's something that Tucker Max did. This isn't really Tucker Max, of course. I don't think he'd respond to the site. But, yeah, I'll do a hookup page as long as the chicks aren't morbidly obese, which I said last week is my main standard. I say that because Tucker Max got a hookup from that site, and she was fat as hell. It's on a story on his website. Go ahead and read it. And the EHS film, masturbating the EHS film, are you kidding me? Hello, have you been looking at my rants the last few weeks? I've been the one who's saying I got sick of talking about the past, about Eastern ice hockey. Why would I masturbate to the film? Terrible. Just terrible. Also, that's gay, too, and I'm not gay. Just terrible all around. All right, got about a minute and 20 seconds before we hit the 10-minute mark, and I can't go on YouTube, so I got to answer the last one quickly. Louis D said, Yo, Dewey, nice website. I want to know by tomorrow, who do you think will win the championship for hockey, basketball, and give me your picks for the teams that win their division in baseball. Peaceness, your insanely cool cousin Lewis. What up, Lou, man? That's right, this is my cousin Lou. Ladies at Cherokee High School, look out. He's coming next year, and he'll knock your socks off. And possibly more items of clothing. All right, I'll make this quick. Stanley Cup, San Jose Sharks over Pittsburgh Penguins in 6. NBA, Boston Celtics over Los Angeles Lakers in 7. That should be a great series. NL East champs, Phillies, NL Central, Chicago Cubs, NL West, San Diego Padres, AL East, Boston Celtics, Boston Red Sox, AL Central, Cleveland Indians, and AL West, Anaheim, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Sorry. Why did the Ducks shorten their name and the Angels lengthen their name? I don't know. Okay, that's all for this week's rant. Thank you for the comments. Keep commenting, whether about hockey or not, whether they're of a sexual nature or not. I will answer them. Good night. Peace.